Hey guys, welcome back to the playthrough of the PC version of MK9. I just want to apologize for the weird timings on these videos. It's just that I'm trying to figure out how the save system works in this game, and the truth is it kind of just doesn't work. So in the console version it was already a little messed up. Basically you had to go to options and select your storage device or something. Which is weird because usually, you get that option before the game even starts. But in the console versions, it defaultly always loaded from the hard drive, so you constantly had to manually load your game if it was not on the hard drive, if it was on a flash drive or something. In this PC version on Steam, it does not seem like there is any option on where to save. You go to gameplay. See that it's just what I left it as, not an audio or video or any of these. So it seems like the only way the save system works is through the Steam cloud, which is of course like a cloud sync. So the problem is I can't really reload anything, and I don't have any save states. I'm sure there's a way to mod or modify the game in order to get those features, but it's just like the console version where if you play through the story mode and you beat a section, you can't go back and replay the section. You have to play through the entire story mode if you wanted to replay it, any part of it. So that's why I have to play through every section perfectly, and therefore it's it's really time consuming, and make sure I get everything right so I don't have to play through the whole game again just to make one video. And in addition to that, it's just the fact that the cloud sync is the only way that the save games work, as far as I can tell. So disabling the cloud sync will always just restart the game at the default at the beginning of the story. So it's there's really no way to just save a state in the story mode. And in Injustice, they kind of fixed that. You can play each character has its own chapter, and you can play by chapter. But in this one, it's a little more outdated, I guess. So it's it doesn't really have the ease of use as Injustice. Before we get into the story mode again today, we're going to be playing a Scorpion today. A huge fan favorite, probably the most played character, like I said in the first video. Certainly very iconic, pretty much representative of the Mortal Kombat franchise at this point. Even NetherRealm seems to be using him in their logo. But before we get to that, I just wanted to go over some things that you may have noticed already from the previous videos, and that is the way the jumping attacks work in this game. So we're just going to start, and we're just going to play as Johnny Cage, someone we've already played as, and we'll face Sonya. And we'll see Sonya in her alternate costume, because I don't think we ever get to see Sonya's alternate costume in the story mode, so I'll just show it to you now. Johnny Cage's, we saw him in the tux earlier, or the suit or whatever, so we're just going to have him in his Johnny bare-chested tattoo here. So as far as the female designs in this game, they're kind of a little ridiculous, a little over the top. You can see there, I don't really see any special forces personnel wearing stuff like that Sonya is, but the whole game in general is a little over the top. So you say what you want about it, but I really don't have much to say about that. But what I just did there, you could see that was a jumping punch. Now, the way the jumping punches work in this game, they are the exact same whether you use front punch or back punch. If like 1 or 2, that was 1, that was 2. It's the same thing. It's the same arc in the jump. It's just a flip, same jump back. It's just the same flip. Everybody's jumps are the same in this game, making it very easy to counter any sort of jumping attack, provided you see it coming. So the only difference is, the place and the position where you do your jump attack. The other thing about the jumping attacks is they all hit medium like that. So it's mediums are overheads in this game, so they will hit crouching opponents. We can see here. Let's do always and duck. So she's going to always be blocking, except on overheads like that one, she can't block. So if I did a jumping attack, she can't block that. If I go back and change it to auto block and stand, so now she's in a position where she will always take the first hit of anything I do and any combo that continues from that first hit. So for example, the 1-1-1. So 1-1-1, she'll take it, but then she'll start blocking immediately because that string ends right after the third hit. So you can see that here. It's a good way to test if things can combo together or not. So I think I tried, let's see, 1-1 flip kick. See, it doesn't work because she'll block that flip kick. So it's not a true block string. I can't cancel into that flip kick from 1-1. Oh, maybe I can. Okay, so sorry about that. I guess I just wasn't doing it fast enough. But let's say like 1-1-2. Go. That was 1-1-1, and see, she blocks immediately after the 1-1, and because I inputted a 2 and it doesn't work. So, it's just a good way to see when your combo actually starts. So as far as jump punches go, they will combo into any string. There are a few exceptions, but for the most part, they will. So the jumping punch is very useful in this game because it allows you to get a lot of damage on your combos. So we saw Johnny Cage's 2-1 forward 2 string before. It covers a lot of space and it's very good. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, 2-1 forward 2, and that does 3 hits of damage. But if I start that combo with a jump and punch, I can get 4 hits of damage and it'll continue that combo. So you see 4 hits of damage and 3 hits on that one. That combos into 25% damage. So the jump and punch is very useful. It can pretty much go into any combo. Yeah, see this forward 4 move here, that's a little bit trickier because Johnny Cage's time, you need your timing needs to be a little bit better on that one in order for that to connect with that jump and punch. See, like that time I got it, but if I did a little slower, she'll block it. So just keep that in mind. You still need a little bit of timing. It's not just, you can't just hammer buttons and just expect them to all combo. You gotta have you gotta do it fast. Like that wasn't fast enough. Let's try again. So 32% damage just from that. So again, jump and punches, very easy to hit confirm after a jump and punch. And not only that, but if I make her always block, she basically has to take any. If she blocks in a jump and punch, she has to take any string that I come up with after that. So she has to sit there and block all of that, which is really useful if you wanted to pressure someone and just have them block a jump and punch and just continue on with your string, and you can build meter that way because you build meter when your opponent blocks your attacks. Okay, so that's the jump and punch in a nutshell. There is also this another type of jumping punch that is called the neutral jumping punch, and that just looks like this. It's very similar to it looks very similar to a directional jump and punch, but this one you're just going straight up and punching. This is used to pop people up in the air. So if I do this, Sonya will pop up, and you can use that to continue a combo. They fall into a juggle state after that. So I can do a combo after that. Also I can follow it up with anything pretty much. Let's try anything, provided that you can keep them in the air. And so the that neutral jump and punch, that becomes useful in combos. Not that useful outside. If I just do this raw in the air and people see that coming, it's also very unsafe. So it's not used that often, though. Certain high-level play, different characters. If you want to get into a more nuanced level of discussion about that, I can't really help you because I don't know much about the more specific details of it, at least. So that's about it for jumping punches. As far as jumping kicks go, it's the same thing. It's they all look the same, whether it's the 3 or the 4 button, the front kick or back kick. They all look the same, and they all have the same arc and the same thing. They also do the same damage, 7%, and however, these do not hit overhead, and they hit high, and you can't really do a combo off of them. So they're just used to, they're just standard jump kicks in the Mortal Kombat franchise that we're used to. That doesn't mean they're useless or as that jump and punches are better necessarily, because jump kicks are very useful in air-to-air attacks. So, for example, if Sonya tries to jump at me with a jump and punch, I can quickly just jump into the air like that and stop that from happening. So it becomes very useful depending on how you do it. And the hitbox on the jump kick is a lot better than the jump punch. So you can use both in various situations. However, that's not the full story either, because I will quickly go back to player select and just go over Sonya's jumping attacks.
Johnny Cage.
So we got a little roll reversal here, and now we're Sonya. So again, she has the same thing in combo after jump and punch. So alright, hold on. So again, like a combo is right after a jump and punch like that. Go into a cartwheel, and just continue a combo after just jumping punch. It's all pretty straightforward, similar to Cage. Same with the jump kick. It's every character has that. However, Sonya is a little bit unique in that she has an air throw, and pretty much every character with an air throw can combo from a jump kick into their air throw. So an air throw is just, you just press throw in the air, they'll do a little grab animation, and if Johnny Cage was jumping, they would grab them out of the air. Oops. And like that. So just make him stand. And the unique thing about people with air throws is after a jump kick, goes right into the air throw. And it's pretty good damage for a pretty simple execution. It's just a jump kick and then the throw button immediately after. So that always works. If you land a jump kick, you can always land the corresponding air throw along with it. Another unique thing about Sonya is that she has a dive kick, and that looks like that. So that's useful in the same way that dive kicks are useful in every game, and in every fighting game, because instead of this flip kick that everybody can see coming, everybody knows exactly where you're going, so you can quickly just come down with a jump with a dive kick, and since it changes her arc on the jump, it's a lot harder to react to and a lot harder to counter, basically. And that's why dive kicks are pretty good. Any dive kick character is pretty good in any game, just because of that dive kick. And that's a fact that's been lampooned by the game dive kick that will be coming out on PS3, I think soon, and it's also on Steam Greenlight. But the unique thing about Sonya's dive kick is she can actually combo off of the dive kick. And it's a little bit harder to do. As you can see, I'm having tons of execution errors here, but I think it's because of the 360 controller. It's a little weird on the PC. It kind of wants the exact input for what you're doing. It's not very forgiving in the controls. I also said that the 360 D-pad is just not a good way for these directional inputs. But anyway, Sonya's dive kick can be used in a combo. It's going to come down and do a cartwheel, and that does a pretty good chunk of damage, 34%. So you saw I came down with a dive kick, and then I added another. So the dive kick is down. You just press down 4 in the air. You come down with the dive kick. As soon as you hit 4 again, she'll do a little knee, and then if you hit it a third time, she'll do that kick to the face. If you cancel it before that kick to the face into a cartwheel, she'll go into a cartwheel like that. And then that's my standard go-to combo. I can actually do a better one here. 36, I believe. Yeah. So that's about it as far as the jumping attacks go. Sorry that took so long, lot longer than I expected. But it's a pretty essential part of this game. In fact, when I first started playing this game, after I got through the initial let me use all the special attacks my character has thing, when I actually wanted to do damage, my first way that I played this game was basically just jump in at everybody and just hammer buttons and do a combo. You can just pretty much get any sort of combo done just by jumping in and then just pressing a random sequence of buttons, and you'll get at least like a 10% combo. But that's about it for that, and let's go back to the story mode. So I believe we're just going to watch this cutscene that we already saw before. We defeated Kano with Sonya. It's interesting that none of Sonya's fights in the story mode were actually in the tournament. They were all just outside of it. It's really weird. But with Scorpion, we'll be going back to the tournament setting. Scorpion is a participant in the tournament, but he's only participating because Sub-Zero killed his clan, and he wants revenge. And I guess he'll get it by facing against him in this tournament rather than just finding him by himself. But whatever, that's a little bit, it's just a little weird. I don't know. Some of the logic in this universe doesn't really make much sense. We already saw this, Raiden healing Jax and everything. We'll get to Scorpion soon.
Thank you.
And so the way the ninjas work in this game, Sub-Zero is part of the clan called the Lin Kuei, and they are a rival clan of Scorpions, which are the Shirai Ryu, I believe. And basically, Scorpion's family and clan was murdered by the Lin Kuei, or at least Sub-Zero, or at least so he thinks. We'll find out. There's more to the story. And by the end of this playthrough with Scorpion, we'll find the truth as to what actually happened. So here we are at Scorpion, back in the tournament setting. This is still Mortal Kombat 1 in terms of continuity in the old games. We see Kung Lao. He's in disguise as a Shaolin monk, I believe. Not really sure why they wear those weird masks. So I forgot to mention, Scorpion was also killed by Sub-Zero, I guess, or his clan or something.
Sub-Zero. He killed my family and clan. I will have his head.
There you go, that's his motive there.
The Shaolin monks chose Liu
represent your order in this tournament.
I am Liu Kang's equal.
I don't know if he's hiding or disguised him as a Shaolin monk. He seems more like a Shang Tsung's guard or whatever. I don't know what that mask is. Excuse me.
Never mind the Lin Kuei. Now you face a Shaolin.
You will regret your impulsiveness.
Right, so Scorpion was resurrected after he was killed in another realm, which I said was basically hell. Okay, so Scorpion. You know, everybody knows the get over her move. And there it is. There's Scorpion's air throw. See, I comboed into it with the jump kick. You know, you can do that while they're in the air as well. As far as Scorpion's other moves, another iconic move is that, his teleport punch. And his some other moves, he has this Hellfire, it's unblockable. They have to get out of the way to avoid it. And his leg takedown is, I think, his final move. Let's see if I missed anything. Yep, that's about it. So, with Scorpion, you know, I used to play as Scorpion a lot. He was definitely my favorite character in the old games. Fortunately, this game, everybody started playing as him, and I got a little bored of him. But the way I played as him was basically just, like I said, jump and punch. And that Kung Lao spin is very, very good. He missed his X-ray at least. Okay. And it's standard jump and punch into a spear, and this, and then jump kick into an air throw. Now, I can do a combo that does a lot more damage than that, but that one is a lot more reliable, and you know, that's why I do it more often. So let's see Scorpion's X-ray here. He blocked it. We'll do it later. Yeah, if you do that Hellfire right when they hit the ground, it doesn't really hit them. But if you do the enhanced version, it will, because the hitbox is a lot higher. And we seem to be frozen, I guess, here. I don't know what happened. Oh, there we
You
go.
are not yet a warrior.
Kung Lao!
Listen when your elders speak. You could not win this fight.
I have defeated a challenger, Shang Tsung. I demand Sub-Zero.
So there you see Sub-Zero turning into Noob Saibot, which I will explain later.
Your
Here's
aggression
Nightwolf.
is misplaced.
What do you know of my
You are not the only one whose people have been victimized. But I have found new purpose in serving the spirits. I do not cling to the past.
You no longer seek retribution. You dishonor your kind.
So again, we have this token Native American character in fighting games, Nightwolf. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's any more offensive than T-Hawk in the Street Fighter series, but you know, still pretty offensive as far as so you saw there. I did the 1-1-1 into a spear. Unfortunately, that last hit of the 1 does not cancel into a spear. But if I do 1-1 into spear, then it will connect. Yeah, that's a great wake up for Nightwolf. I get a raw spear and air throw. And we'll do quick leg takedown to take it. Okay, so let's actually try to do one of Scorpion's more damaging combos here. I just need to land in a jumping punch. There we go. See, I missed it. Basically, I need to jump kick and hit and go into a teleport punch from there, and then I can continue the combo. Let's try it again. I missed it again. All right. Again, that's why I stick to the one with the air throw. Anyway, so let's try to do his X-ray here. An easy way to do it is just doing it right after a spear. The spear gives you a free hit, and I'll use it for the X-ray. Again, X-ray is not really the best use of meter. Scorpion's X-ray is very safe, however, and it's, you know, if you expect your opponent to be sleeping, not blocking, it's a good way to just get an easy 30%, you know, albeit at the cost of 3 meters.
An impressive start.
You waste my time, sorcerer.
Restraint, Scorpion.
So that's Quan Chi, introduced in the later games, basically just a
You will fight Sub-Zero.
sorcerer that works in the Nether Realm.
Scorpion, I understand your desire for revenge, but Nightwolf is right. There are other ways in which you may find peace.
Sub-Zero deserves death.
Defeat Sub-Zero if you must, but do not kill him. I fear his death will give rise to a more treacherous foe.
I will have my revenge.
Spare Sub-Zero's life, and I will request that the Elder Gods return the Shirai Ryu to the realm of mortals.
It's a pretty tempting offer. If he can, you know, all he needs to do is not kill one guy, and his entire clan will come back to life. Seems like a good deal.
I understand there are benefits to the Grandmaster's plan, but his plan goes against Lin Kuei principles.
We are Lin Kuei, Cyrax. We will obey the Grandmaster's commands.
It means giving up our free will, our souls. It will turn us into
Scorpion.
So those are actually Sector and Cyrax. You know, the first time we're really seeing them
My clan.
not as robots. And, you know, this game will give you an explanation for why they become robots.
Versus Cyrax
Uh,
and Sector.
Cyrax being, I guess, a black guy, you know, that, I guess, was a little surprising, though I believe they hinted at it in other games, and I believe he was portrayed as African American in another game, Special Forces or something, or MK Gold, I forget. But, you know, Sector is Asian. That's definitely the first time I've seen him portrayed that way. It makes sense because of Lin Kuei, you know, sounds like an Asian ninja clan. Not sure why Cyrax is there. I believe that Sub-Zero's name, which is Bihan, is also a Asian name. Okay, so what you saw there was a slight variation, and that of Scorpion's combo, and that is the smartest way to play Scorpion, because what you saw there was, if I do this and I messed it up that time, but that was Cyrax's X-ray. Let's do it again. What you saw there, I ended the combo with a teleport. Now what that does is it actually lets me, it prevents the opponent from doing a wake-up attack, and it lets me get in on them for free. So if I do this and do a forward 2-1 into a teleport punch, I can. It gives me. They can't get out of my pressure. Let's try. It's a little difficult to explain while I'm playing, but let's see. I jump over and then I can, you know, continue my pressure, and that basically creates a situation known as the vortex. And the vortex means you create a situation where your opponent has to guess which direction you're going to go, high or low. So that time I went low, and I was able to get that leg takedown. Since I went high with those jumping punches last time, you know, they have to guess which way I'm going. Let's try again. You can... So, you know, I'm sacrificing damage, but I get a great setup after. This should just kill him. I keep messing up that teleport. Once again, these inputs are very specific on this PC version.
I will have my revenge, but I will not kill Sub-Zero. Will I? Or can I? You. The Shirai Ryu are dead. You will suffer as they did.
To hell
No. To hell with you!
Probably one of the most corny lines in the game.
The Nether Realm.
This is where I was reborn. This is where you will pay.
Round 1. Fight!
Okay, so let's try this again. I messed it up in the beginning that time. Let's try it again. Yeah, I still can't hit it consistently. There we go. So what I'm trying to do, see, he actually jumped back, but he still ended up taking damage. I guess that's one way to get out of it. But I'm trying to do that, that low kick into that spear. You know, they have to basically block low. Another thing I could do is if I, well, let's just kill him here. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's try it, and I still can't hit it. Let's try it again. Once again. Okay. Went right into his ice clone. Bad habit of doing that. Let's try it again. So I can jump over. I messed it up. This is not going well. However, let's just finish this off without trying to get. I'll try to show it to you a little bit better here in the practice mode.
I have avenged my family and clan.
It's still kind of hard to do everything while you're playing the game. So here we have a pretty climactic scene.
I will not. He has been beaten.
Have you forgotten?
What is this?
You just see his, the Lin Kuei slaughtering the Shirai Ryu. I guess Quan Chi has the power to project visions or something. It's really weird because the art style in this vision seems a lot more creative than the actual art style in the game. But you know, they definitely have talented designers. So that's Scorpion's wife and child. You see Sub-Zero approaching them, and just yeah, we see the rose petals and the blood.
No! That is not me.
It's classic Scorpion fatality, the toasty breathing fire through his mask. Or taking off his mask and breathing fire through his skull. And unfortunately, the temptation was too strong, and he does kill Sub-Zero at the expense of his entire clan, which I still think was a pretty stupid decision, because, you know, it doesn't really take much effort to not kill someone. At least I think so. I certainly haven't killed anyone. And you saw Sub-Zero there say that it wasn't him. That is actually true. It was actually Quan Chi. But alas, Quan Chi is kind of an asshole and manipulates everybody to do what he wants.
Scorpion will pay for this.
Sub-Zero's fate is his own doing.
His own doing?
The Lin Kuei have a history of making ruinous choices. Such as the Cyber Initiative.
So that's the way they're introducing the idea of Cyrax and Sector and the entire Lin Kuei in general becoming robots, which again was a part of the old games as well. Cyrax is definitely against
Did you
the
speak out against the Lin Kuei's
provision.
participation in this tournament?
We're invited by Shang Tsung.
He pays you to kill Earthrealm warriors. Betraying your own realm? I expect better, even from an assassin.
My loyalty is to the Grand Master.
Victory for Shang Tsung means the end of Earthrealm. And the Lin Kuei.
Yeah, I really don't get the politics at play here. I have no idea why the Lin Kuei would align themselves with the Outworld forces, but they do. And then, you know, they seemingly have the forces attack like they have Baraka attack Cyrax for, I don't know, just saying he doesn't agree with the Cyber Initiative. I don't really know why.
What are you doing? I am not here to fight you. I'm assigned to kill Johnny Cage.
Shang Tsung no longer has need of
Again, not really sure why.
He is terminating your agreement. And you.
Alright, so before we get to this Shiva and Cyrax battle, we'll do that next time. I do want to go over some of the things I said about Scorpion. So let's go back to the main menu, and let's go back to practice. We'll do his classic costume, and let's see Sub-Zero in his MK3 maskless costume. There you go. Okay, so as far as the Scorpion Vortex goes, you go like this, teleport punch. Now you can after you do that teleport punch, you can jump to the other side, do it, and that hits overhead. So they have to be stand blocking. So if they stand block that, then if you go into this forward 4, they immediately have to crouch block. If they don't crouch block, if they take the jump in punch, if they take the jump in punch and they don't crouch block, that leaves you open to do that, and you get another free combo. However, if they do crouch block, because this is very hard to hit confirm, if they know what's going to happen and they block the overhead and then they crouch block immediately to block that low, you're stuck with a spear that just goes flying, and you're super vulnerable to being attacked. Now, this is actually good because you know, the previous characters, Sonya and Johnny Cage, a lot of their strings and a lot of their moves were safe, and they were very you know, not punishable, not risky. They were very low risk in most of their attacks. With Scorpion, if the opponent guesses right on this forward 4 and you're stuck doing this spear, that's a free combo right there. In fact, if anytime you miss on a spear, you're just stuck there for a good second with your arm out, where the opponent can just immediately attack you. So see, look how long it took me to block there. I was holding the block button. As soon as I left, I let go of the spear, and you know, it took me a long time to get back to block from there, like that. Now, another thing that's super unsafe with Scorpion is his teleport punch. See that roll animation there? That is, again, perfectly set up for the opponent to combo. Anytime you're in that roll animation, they are free to do a combo on you. And again, look how long it takes me to block. You know, there's all of that time when I'm rolling where they can, you know, easily punish me. And I'm right next to them when they block it, so it's very, very easy to punish that. Now, there is a way to make the teleport punch a little bit less risky, and that is doing the enhanced version, where if I do that, you know, not only do I not get into that stupid role where I'm super vulnerable, but I am also pushed back a little, so they can't. So they have to have a move with some range to even, try even hit me while I'm blocking. I mean, I can block immediately after I land that second hit, so it's super safe, and I can even pressure them after doing the move. Let's see here. It's his Scorpion's 1/1. It's very simple. You'll see a lot of people do it, but it's actually very good. A lot of people are just button mashing. They're just mashing X, but it's actually a great way to get pressure on an opponent. So 1/1 is very good. I was showing the this forward 2/1. That's just good because that's if you want to get into the vortex, that one does the most damage. Forward 2/1 into the teleport. There, that does 15. Where you can do 1/1 into teleport, and that'll do 7. Or it doesn't even connect. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's try 1/2. That won't connect either, I believe. Yeah, that won't connect too. So this does pretty decent damage for a 3-hit combo, and it actually manages to connect through to the teleport punch. So like I said, if after the vortex, I'm on the other side, I can jump over and do a low and do a spear. Now, let's say it wouldn't be a true vortex if I didn't have another option, because then they would know that, block high for the jump punch, and then block low immediately, and it becomes a pattern that they can do. But I can also jump over, and so they have to block high for that, but instead of going low like that, I can jump over and go overhead. So then, that's where the guess happens, because that will also lead into a combo, because I can do something like jump over, spear, and now they're in the same situation as they were in last time, and they have to guess again. So that's what's known as the vortex. You may have known some other vortex characters. Akuma is probably the most famous one from Street Fighter 4. And Killer Frost is also a vortex character in the new game Injustice. Now, the problem with Scorpion's vortex, and a very famous Scorpion player in high level said that you have to be basically an idiot to play Scorpion. Not in the sense that he's a bad character, but you just have to play very risky, because like I said, one move, like if he blocks that and I do a spear, I'm completely open to a free combo. So it's one wrong guess will be your demise as a Scorpion player, and that's really unfortunate, because you can only guess right so many times on what the opponent's going to do, and if you guess wrong once and the opponent guesses right, then you're done. Now, that's not to say that it's a bad thing to use this character. He's certainly, I would say, one of the it's certainly doable. We've seen a Scorpion player do well at the Evolution tournaments before, and he's a fan favorite. So you play who you like, and you play if you like the character. So it's there's no nobody. The character does not define the player. The player defines the character. And if you like someone that's high risk, high reward, then Scorpion is very good. But you basically have to be crazy, because you have to be willing to take those risks and be willing to live with the fact that those risks may not pay off. Okay, so that was it for Scorpion. Sorry that video took a lot longer than I expected, but I just really wanted to emphasize that, because it's these are some of the mechanics that I do want to go into more detail, because they sort of address how fighting games are made and how to play them, more than just a sequence of buttons that you need to press, but in terms of the overall strategy and the mind games that you need in order to play these games. Once again, if you're just tuning in for the story, sorry about all of this nonsense. And if you're just tuning in for the game mechanics, sorry about all the story nonsense. But that does it for this video, and I will see you for the Cyrax video sometime soon. Thanks.